Hello everyone, today is my Saturday Versus video, and today I'm going to be comparing the Kora Organics 2-in-1 Brightening and Exfoliating Mask to the Volition Beauty Turmeric Brightening Mask. And actually, interestingly enough, I was going to be comparing these two products, two new products, the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair with the Rock Daily Hydration Cream with retinol. They're newer, and so today I was going to initially do these for the Versus video until I realized literally, pretty much even down to the packaging, they're the exact same product. No differences at all. So that would make a very interesting Versus video, so one of these days I'll be reviewing them. But anyway, just so you know, these two are the exact same product. Even the packaging is different color, but the same heavy packaging. So anyway, so I thought I would mention that. And if you can get one of these on sale, there's no difference. So anyway, back to what I'm going to be comparing, which are the two turmeric brightening masks. They're similar. It's supposed to be physically exfoliating, although the Kora Organics is both physically exfoliating as well as chemically exfoliating. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale, which is a little changed for Versus. So my first criteria is packaging, and the packaging on both these is pretty similar, although the Kora Organics is a little prettier with the golden bottle, but they're both squeeze tube packaging, so really no difference with either of those, so they get a tie for that criteria. My second criteria is alcohol, and the Volition Beauty Turmeric Brightening Polish does not contain any alcohol. The Kora Organics 2-in-1 Brightening Exfoliating Mask does, although it's the sixth to the last ingredient, so not nearly as big of a concern as if it were near the top of the list. It's almost not a huge deal, but it'd still be better without it. So I gave the point to Volition Beauty for that. My third criteria is fragrance, and the Volition Beauty product contains sandalwood, which is a fragrance ingredient. However, it's the second to the last ingredient, so it's not as big of a concern, but there still is a little bit of fragrance in there. The Kora Organics product contains peppermint, lavender, lemon peel, cedarwood, limonene, and linalool. So the Kora Organics has a lot of fragrance ingredients in it, scattered throughout the ingredient list. So the point for fragrance definitely went to Volition Beauty. My fourth criteria is the ease of use. And so with the Kora Organics, you want to apply it to damp skin, massage it on for about 30 seconds, and then leave it on for about 10 to 15 minutes. And it is a definite scrub showdown. So definitely apply it to wet skin. You don't want to apply it to dry skin, but it's definitely a scrub. It's got some finer exfoliating grains in there. So if you do have very, very sensitive skin, you're probably not going to want to use either of these. You're probably going to want to go more with a chemical exfoliant. Some of the physical exfoliants can be pretty rough on your skin, just depending on what they use. So very easy to use. I used them both last night and the night before. So that is the Kora Organics. And then let me give you a little swatch of the Volition Beauty. So I don't know what happened to this, but I bought this about 4 months ago, and I've been using it off and on, and when I went to use it over the last couple weeks preparing for this Versus, something happened with this where it just totally like liquefied. Well, it's coming out better now. Maybe I shook it better. But last night when I went to use it, I dumped out probably like 2 or 3 ounces of just like water. So I don't know if the 12-month shelf life of this is not really 12 months, but shook it a little bit better today, so that could be why. But so with the Volition Beauty polish, you want to also apply this to damp skin, and then leave it on, it says, for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then rinse off. So you definitely don't have to leave it on as long as the Kora Organics, but you're not getting the chemical exfoliating because it doesn't have the ingredients that Kora Organics has to physically and chemically exfoliate. This is just a physical exfoliant with walnut shells is what they use for the abrasive ingredient. So both of them are very easy to use. The Kora Organics product, you're going to want to leave on your skin a little bit longer, but otherwise apply them both to damp skin, and leave them on, and then rinse them off. So both tied for ease of use. My fifth criteria is antioxidants, and Volition Beauty contains olive oil, sunflower seed oil, vitamin E, turmeric, and then walnut shells to exfoliate, which is an antioxidant, obviously. The Kora Organics product contains rosehip oil, sunflower seed oil, green tea, turmeric, salicylic acid, vitamin E, noni fruit, and then a vitamin C ester. So definitely in terms of antioxidants, Kora Organics got the point there. They have much more antioxidants included in their product. Obviously, they're not going to be as effective on your skin in a rinse-off product, but it's nice to see them included. The Volition Beauty has a much shorter ingredient list, too. So, and I should also mention that turmeric is near the end of the ingredient list for this. So for them to call it out as, like, the name of the product when it's one of the fewer ingredients, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that. It gets more into marketing, things like that, but... So my sixth criteria is performance, and both do an okay job physically exfoliating. The Volition Beauty product is a little rough. Walnut shells can be a little rough on your skin, so if you have very sensitive skin, you might not like that, and you probably would want to avoid scrubs in general because they definitely can do some micro injury to your skin sometimes, just depending on how rough they are and how sensitive your skin is. So the Kora Organics is also got some grains in there. I like the fact that it does the chemical exfoliation through the salicylic acid as well. I really liked that. And I tested the pH of both of these, and obviously the Volition Beauty isn't even marketing themselves towards being a chemical exfoliant, but their pH level was about 5, and the Kora Organics was 3.5, which is in the realm of the pH that you want for a chemical exfoliant. So it's nice to see that they did that. Some products that are marketed as chemical exfoliants don't have the pH to even do it. So it's interesting that a company would either overlook that or just not pay any attention to it. So in terms of performance, I just thought the Kora Organics did a little bit better of a job physically and chemically exfoliating my skin. And my skin felt a little bit softer after using this as opposed to the Volition Beauty product. So it just didn't give me as much of a boost in terms of glow or, softness and things like that. So I just thought the Kora Organics performed a little bit better, which could be because of the salicylic acid that they included in it. But definitely if you have very sensitive skin, I probably wouldn't recommend either of these for different reasons. This has got a lot of fragrance in it, which is not good for sensitive skin. And this has, all the grains are just a little more harsh, I found. So probably want to avoid both of them if you have sensitive skin. So in terms of my seventh criteria, which is acne, Volition Beauty contains 3 acneogenic ingredients: olive oil, sesame oil, and vitamin E. And the Kora Organics also contains 3 cetearyl alcohol, vitamin E, and sorbical palmate, which is a vitamin C ester. However, with the Kora Organics product, most of those ingredients are towards the very end of the ingredient list, whereas with the Volition Beauty, they're up towards the top of the ingredient list. So for that criteria, I gave the point to Kora Organics. And my 8th criteria is price, and these are both a full-size product. The Volition Beauty is 4 ounces, so the full size, for $38. And the Kora Organics, even though the bottle even looks bigger, the Kora Organics contains 3.38 ounces for $48. So obviously the Volition Beauty is about $10 cheaper for more product, so they got the point there. And my 9th criteria is animal testing. Right now, it's a tie between the points. Each has 6 points. Animal testing, both brands are cruelty-free, so they each get a point there. And the deciding criteria is the it factor. And basically, the Volition Beauty is really just a scrub. I don't like that turmeric, which is the ingredient they've highlighted in the name. I don't like that it's near the end of the ingredient list. And also it just didn't seem to last as long in the packaging, because the last couple of times I went to use it, it's just been very watered down, so it's hard to apply a watery scrub to wet skin. The Kora Organics has a little bit more going for it in terms of the pH, the chemical exfoliation, and the fact that it really is a 2-in-1 type scrub. And the fact that my skin just seemed to like it a lot better. And I bought these about the same time, and I just found the Kora Organics to last a little bit longer in the packaging. So overall, the results I got were more impressive with the Kora Organics, which is why I gave this a point for the it factor. And overall, they did very close. Volition Beauty got 6 points, while the Kora Organics got 7 points. So, definitely, though, if you have sensitive skin, you're not going to want to go with either of these. You're just going to want to use a good leave-on chemical exfoliant with a good ingredients on there. So, but if you don't and just need some extra exfoliation, there's nothing wrong with that. So, anyway, overall, they both did pretty good. Definitely both products worth checking out, in my opinion. But again, with fragrance and things, it's not as big of a deal on a rinse-off product because obviously the peppermint and things aren't going to be sitting on your skin for 8 hours or so. And you're not going to be using them in the sunlight, which is sometimes where fragrance gets to be a bit more problematic when you're wearing something that has lemon peel oil in the sun. It's not a good thing. But something in a rinse-off product is not nearly as big of a deal. So, anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try either of these or both of these. And I'm interested in what your thoughts are and which one you liked or how did you like it or didn't you like it. So definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Stay tuned for tomorrow, which is Skincare Sunday. And definitely, if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at the Amazon link below. Thank you so much, guys.